about reviewing discarded food is receiving text messages that say things like, I hear the bus stop on 3rd and Union is covered with ham. Sarah Galvin, everybody!
It actually wasn't covered, there was just a little bit. It was very disappointing. So, I'm going to read, the poems that are in PageBoy are for a series that I wrote for the Strangers website called Midnight Haiku. So I'm going to read a few of those, then I'm going to read a couple of old poems, and a couple of poems that I just started UW's MFA program, and I'll read a couple that I just wrote in the workshop over the past month. So the Midnight Haiku ones are all called Midnight Haiku, so I'm just going to number them. 1. If a well-dressed Victorian lady burst out of the floor in your basement and said, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question? Would you call poison control about the bottle of Robitussin you just drank? Would poison control call you and tell you you're smart and your hair looks good? Because I would. You should take off your shirt." 2. I learned from a website how to make a disposable razor from common household items. If I made my own razor, I would shave every hair off my body. When I do something, I do it until everyone is bald. In an age when everyone instantly knows how to do everything, do you want me to do what everyone does? Do you want it done fast, or do you want it done until you're completely hairless? 3. You deserve an entourage, and anyone who doesn't see that can set their dick on fire. I'm assembling your entourage now, because I want a turkey in my pants. Nothing smothers flames like a whole raw turkey. What I mean, of course, is that I believe in you. 4. The first thing that will happen when I'm elected district attorney is everyone will instantly become a celebrity. If fame doesn't appeal to voters, they certainly won't be able to resist my slogan, "Go Politics." I myself have been lured into a variety of enclosures with it, including a discarded refrigerator and a piece of PVC pipe on a construction site. To be specific, I was lured with the slogan, "and honey roasted cashews." But in my opinion, either is compelling enough by itself. 5. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Someone will photograph us, and years later, the picture will remind us that afterward we had sex on a traffic island, and I dropped a hot dog on my feet. We'll think of how these memories would be lost if we'd done a dance less worthy of documentation. So take me by my little hand, the one that isn't holding mustard package. Here's an older one. This is called "The Way Things Are Going." I'm intensely ashamed that I'm not developing a vaccine, but there's no specific disease I want to prevent. I try at least not to create any new diseases, but the way things are going, I probably will. Don't even get me started on the way things are going. This morning I learned that all living things die one day, and then I cut open a potato and there was a muffin inside it. So these next two, these are my last two, maybe a couple newer ones. This is called "A Regular Cowboy." A man wearing uneven purple lipstick told me he punched his cowboy hat inside out because he didn't want it to look like a regular hat. He told me I would never see him again. Then he told me I could solve any and all interpersonal problems with a combination of being a good listener and drawing on my face with a purple Sharpie. Neither of these accomplished anything on its own, but to my surprise, the combination was completely effective. All of my interpersonal problems were gone. I was so impressed, I punched all my cowboy hats inside out. They still look like regular hats. It's sad being a regular cowboy. It's called "Your Hand Floated in Space." accidentally photocopied hand in the dark margin of an article made me like the photocopy, and then the whole room, and then everything else. Your hand floated in space with the white specks in the toner, your fingers actually touching the words on the page. When I lived by the train yard, I sometimes wanted to jump on a random train with one or two friends and ride it as far as it would go. This was stupid, because if the train didn't cut our legs off, we would probably end up in Pittsburgh. My hands look like yours did in the photocopy. I think I would at least know where I wanted the train to go.